Welcome, guys. I'm looking at the my new Capenna collection here. Planning to finally open a few packs. I thought it might be interesting to go through the collection and just sort of look at and just think about what I'm actually looking for, which might be interesting. So, going by colour, I thought obviously I'm missing Sanctuary Warden here, so that's my number one white card I'm looking for, and I think in second spot probably more depopulates would be good. In blue, I'm missing Ledger Shredder completely. So, yeah, I think that's the number one card I need in blue, and it'd be nice to have Reservoir Kraken. This can be quite good with fight rigging. It's another 6-power creature that's relatively cheap. Let's see, in black, I'm quite a fan of Angel of Suffering. I have a self-mill deck, a few self-mill decks, so that would fit in there quite well. And I suppose Shakedown Heavy is pretty good. Wouldn't mind a few of those, so probably more Angels of Suffering would be good. Not too bothered about Cut of the Prophets. Doesn't seem very good, to be honest. Never seen anyone play it. As for red, I'm missing a Devilish Valet. I want to make a Devilish Valet deck with that makes lots of creatures and his power gets to ridiculous levels. That would be very good. Urabrask, less bothered about. I know there's a silly Explorer deck where you can just stop people having a draw phase. I'm not excited about putting that deck together and playing it, really. If I do get this card, I'll probably play it in a fair kind of way. Yeah, so he basically he's like a one-way Howling Mine. So pretty decent. So yeah, I think number one priority, I want Devilish Valet here, and second of all, maybe actually getting the fourth Arcane Bombardment might be quite nice. Or maybe a fourth Professional Facebreaker, because I'm using this card a fair amount. In green, I just got my first fight rigging, but I definitely want a few more. I definitely want a few more Topiary Stompers. A couple of Titans is probably good enough. I don't feel like I need 4 of these particularly. So probably actually number one priority, I want to get to 4 Topiary Stompers, and then fight riggings would also be pretty nice. Right, and then in multicoloured cards, well, there's quite a few in this set. Let's see, missing Scheming Fence, Avon Heartstabber. It'd be good to get a 4th Rafine. To lose would be good. Oh yeah, Unleash the Inferno. Ginny Fey would be fantastic. All the lands are good as well, I think. Yeah, maybe even Ginny Fey is the one, my number one priority in multicolored cards. Then Unleash the Inferno and Toulouse would be my top 3 I'm looking for, I think. There aren't very many artifacts, but I suppose it would be nice. In fact, I don't even care about Luxior Giada's Gift, really. I think I want a second unlicensed hearse. Yeah, it'd be nice to get this equipment and see if I could use it somehow. Anyway, so that is those are the cards I am looking for at the moment. Look at Streets of New Capenna. It gives you an idea of how close I am to completing the set. So there's 3 mythics I'm missing and 12 regular rares. So we'll come back to this after I've opened the packs. It's 195%. We'll just see how much that's going to change. So I have 77 packs. Let me just check everything. And I'm going to go through them one by one. Right. Another fight rigging. Good start. That was definitely one of my priorities. Right. We have security rocks. So there is the altered version, who gets an extra point of toughness, which is nice. Rare wild card, always good. There we go, second depopulate. Good result so far. And my first reservoir kraken, that's nice. It's usually going to be security rocks, I suppose. And there's my first Ginny Fey. Well, that's nice. Could definitely use that in... I'm building a treasures deck at the moment, so Ginny Fey seems like the ultimate card for that one. The ultimate payoff. Shakedown Heavy, that's my second one. And we also have Speakeasy Server that's been adjusted. Yeah, just it gains 1 life for itself now when it comes into play. Mythic wildcard is nice. Cool, another Reservoir Kraken. Street Artist. I have not figured out how to use this card yet. Or, well, it's in a deck where you copy lots of spells, I suppose. I don't think I've ever managed to... I have made a deck to try and use this, but I didn't actually get it to actually use its ability at any point. I suppose you have to think of this... you've got to keep this in your hand. It's basically going to be 3 mana to copy a spell. Quasar got changed as well. I see that it's got Vigilance. Fair enough.
I'm not looking for trouble, but
Elspeth.
I'll fight if I have to.
That's excellent. Second Elspeth is definitely playable, I would say. You don't necessarily need 4 copies. Ledger Shredder, that's my first one. Quasar. And my first Jet Miz Garden. That's my 4th Workshop War Chief. Third Kraken. Quite a run of Krakens we've had. Falco Spire of the Pack Weaver. Okay, I like this card. So that's my 3rd copy. Haven't seen anyone trying to use this guy. I suppose he's a 3/3 flyer for 4 mana. Not too many people are excited about that kind of stat line. But he gets a shield counter and he gives you card advantage. You can cast spells off the top of the library as long as you remove a counter from a creature. So I feel like this guy's got some potential. I want to make a Falco Sparrow deck. I think I played one early on in the season. Well, an enchantments deck that had this guy thrown in, so it had Broker's Ascendancy in there. Okay, wiretapping. It's a one-way Howling Mine card, basically. Probably best in draft. I've not seen people use it in constructed. A 5 mana permanent that draws you extra cards, I guess, is not too exciting at the moment. That's my 4th Shadow of Mortality. This definitely has some uses. A lot of them based around the casting cost of the card. 15 casting cost can be quite useful, and that's important. The elusive Aven Heartstabber. Yep, so this is also for a self-mill deck. Pretty good. When it dies, you mill 2 cards and draw a card. That is a very good death trigger. And there's Urabrask. Yeah, so another, a 4/4 haste for 5, and acts like a one-way Howling Mine, and messes up your opponent's draws as well, just for an added bonus. Okay, Black Market Tycoon for the red-green treasure deck, I guess. I think that's my 3rd Giada. Not used her yet in a deck. There's a Devilish Valet. Right.
Concrete jungle. Sounds like my kind of place.
Vivian on the Hunt. Okay, that's my 2nd copy. That actually also can work in a self-mill deck. She gets to mill 5 cards. Fiend's Tower, that's my 2nd one. And the 4th Giada. Okay, 4th copy of Widespread Thieving. I did see there is a YouTube video. The guy's made a. It might be it's either historic or explorer deck, based around Widespread Thieving. Obviously, with a lot of multicolored spells. So you get a treasure token for every spell you're casting in the deck, basically. It seems pretty good. Seems interesting. Meeting of the 5. Very challenging to use this spell. So you got. So it's costing 8 mana. Exile the top 10. You can cast spells with exactly 3 colours from among them this turn. So pretty restrictive, I would say. And you add 10 mana. I'd be very impressed to see someone pull off a Meeting of the 5 deck, I think. Extraction Specialist. So this is pretty good. I've seen people use this. 3/2 lifelink. Good for getting a Spirited Companion out of the graveyard to trigger enter the battlefield effects and things like that. Quite good. There's Toulouse. Yeah, seems like a good card advantage creature. Start takeover number 4. And fight rigging number 3. Taurus Proving Ground, I think that's my third one of those. Sparrows Headquarters, yeah, probably third one of those as well. Okay, Mythic Wildcard. And my 4th Rafine. That's nice. We got Cut of the Prophets. Maybe the worst rare in the set. I mean, it's sorcery speed as well. It's like, yeah, I don't see people using this card. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this card turns out to be busted. But yeah, it just doesn't seem playable in this day and age. So Mr. Orfeo gets an extra point of power in alchemy. Another one of those. That's 3 Extraction Specialist. Funny, only one Mr. Orfeo there. So that's my 3rd Body Launderer. I think it's quite interesting. It returns a card with equal or lesser power from your graveyard. Of course, there are some very powerful cards that have 3 or less power. So that's the trick with this one. Find the most ridiculously powerful low power creature. Yeah, I had a look. There is Olivia the Crimson Bride. She's only 3/4, and when you bring her back, of course, when she attacks, she brings another creature back from the graveyard. Which seems quite nice for a reanimation deck. There's the Sanctuary Warden. So yeah, this is a top end card I've noticed in the Mardu Angels deck. Seems pretty good. Scheming Fence, another elusive card. I've never even seen it played before. So choose a non-land permanent when it comes into play. Activated abilities can't be activated. Right, you could shut down a Planeswalker. And you could shut down, well, any activated ability. So there's a Silex. Or Reckoner Bankbuster's a pretty popular one. Non-land permanent. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't exclude mana abilities. You could shut down Celestus with this. and he gets to steal the activated abilities. He could steal the Celestus's abilities. Seems quite interesting. And he's a human citizen. You could put him in a human deck. Not seen anyone play this guy, but definitely interesting. Pro wild card. Oh, most wanted, yeah. What have they changed? Oh, you get an extra point of toughness. Fair enough. I mean, I suppose it is a permanent buff the creature's getting. Oh, there we go. Second Angel of Suffering. Second Cut of the Prophets. And a second Jetmere. There we go. My first Unleash the Inferno. Pretty good card. Lets you get a 2-for-1. Fair number of artifacts and enchantments getting played as well at the moment. There we go. Fourth copy of Arcane Bombardment. So I've not put that deck together yet. So that is a plan. I think that deck fell off after people started playing a lot of enchantment removal. Fight rigging, third copy, I think. Yeah, what? I suppose Invoke Despair makes you sacrifice an enchantment, so that's one problem. Syndicate Infiltrator. There we go, third Topiary Stomper. Very happy to see that guy. It's Pegasus. And another Ginny Fae, that's the second one. Undercover Operative. Pretty decent. And a Luxior Giada's Gift. We can try and figure out how best to play this. I could put it on my one of my patchwork automatons to double the effective number of counters on it. But it's usually not the problem the automaton has. It's usually big enough. Endless Detour. Yeah, interesting card. Lots of uses to this card. Maestro's Diabolus, that's my second one of those. Horde, my first Horde Hauler. I did see one of these in one of my when I first played. I think one of the free events to showcase new Capenna. And didn't see it again for ages. So when it deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token for each artifact they control. It's interesting. Could be a lot, I suppose. Bit of a sideboard card, I suppose, as well. I don't think many people would play it in the sideboard, though. Second Mysterious Limousine. Very good. Okay, rare wildcard. And fourth getaway car. Has its uses. Second Unleash the Inferno, that's good. Probably only play a couple of them in the deck. Third Black Market Tycoon. Evolving Door, probably the fourth copy. I haven't figured out an Evolving Door deck just yet. Seems interesting. Third Ginny Fair, that's pretty good. Third Rigo. Third Cut of the Prophets. Okay. Oh, third Titan of Industry, nice. Alright, I just want to check this guy. Yeah, you got Ward 2. Pretty good going. Mythic Wildcard. Oh, to lose. Another detour. Ah, excellent. That's my fourth professional Facebreaker. Very happy to see that card. Second Scheming Fence. Okay, that's a second Halo Fountain. Pretty interesting. Suppose for the Alliance deck. Another Riga, that's 4 copies, I think. Fourth Wiretapping. Second Jeremy's Garden. Third Incandescent Aria. So a board sweeper for your token stack. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that that result there. Just check what my wildcards look like now. Yeah, 111 rares. That's pretty good going. Always nice, quite nice to be above 100. I'll just check the profile overall and see what that's done. So yeah, it's up to 99% completion. So a bit like Kamigawa. We are still missing 1 rare. Kamigawa's missing 1 mythic. Nearly got all the commons, nearly all the 4 copies of all the uncommons. So the card we're missing, I guess, is black and red. Can we figure out? Oh, it's Corpse Explosion I'm missing. That's a shame. It's not, well, it's not a board wipe I've ever seen anyone use outside of draft. I've run into it 3 or 4 times in draft. It's a nice card. Right, okay. A lot lot of new cards. So we'll see what my collection looks like now. So we got a second depopulate, and we got the Sanctuary Warden, so that's a good result. In white, in blue we got a Ledger Shredder and 3 Reservoir Krakens, so that's pretty nice. In black I got another Angel of Suffering and another Shakedown Heavy. I'm pretty chuffed about getting a fourth copy of Shadow of Mortality as well. And yeah, third Body Launderer is pretty good. In red I got the Devilish Valet, the fourth Arcane Bombardment, the fourth Facebreaker, so that's pretty excellent, and Urabrask as well. Oh, actually, yeah, that's fantastic. I managed to go from 1 to 4 copies of Fight Rigging, so I can get around to making that deck now. We got a Topiary Stomper as well, and I think a third Titan, a second Vivian. So you've done pretty well in green. Fourth copy of Workshop Warchief. I don't know if you play 4 of these in a deck. Maybe you might do, I suppose. Yeah, we got some of these obscure cards that you don't see very often. Scheming Fence, Haven Heartstemmer. There's the Corpse Explosion, which didn't turn up. We did get 4 copies of Black Market Tycoon. Seems like that could definitely fit in a treasure deck. Not that I've seen people using this guy. I sort of wonder if there's a way of exploiting the fact that he can potentially do you loads of damage. Is there a way of redirecting that damage to my opponent? Probably an Explorer. 4 copies of Park Heights Pegasus. That's quite nice for some kind of alliance deck. 4 copies of Rafine is nice. We got a couple of copies of Toulouse, completed Obscure Interceptors. Might try playing all 4 of these in a deck. Might be interesting. Yeah, I've got a smattering of lands. Finished. Yeah, I got all 4 of my hostile takeovers now. Yeah, a couple of Unleash the Inferno. I'm very chuffed about that, and getting 3 Ginny Phase is fantastic. Another Jet Mirror as well is quite nice. Alright, I've got 4 copies of Endless Detour. I know that CGB has a Bant deck using 4 copies of these. Right, 3 copies of Falco, 4 of Rigo. Yeah, one thing we missed out on, we didn't get a second copy of Unlicensed Hearse. I might have to wildcard a second copy, I think, at some point. I might just look at the lands as well. Isolate these, so not sure if I want to just wildcard all of these at this point. It's in the other sets where it's just dual lands. They seem pretty crucial. I'm not sure if these cycling lands are that crucial, because they're always tapped, which seems a bit of a liability. I think it depends if I'm actually going to maybe play a domain deck using these. Anyway, I think that is that. I think that is a video. So thanks for watching.